Bill Cosby, he is getting support from a celebrity who once was accused and then acquitted on sex charges. Singer R. Kelly. R. Kelly says it isn't fair that women are bringing up allegations against Cosby from years or even decades ago.
Is that the kind of help that Cosby needs right now? Oh, look who's here. Heidi Hamilton
Just
from Dish Nation.
Hi.
And the Heidi and Frank Show on
Just in
95.5
time.
I know.
KLOS. So,
Mark this under not shocking.
Well, yeah, R. Kelly, well, there's been rumors about him being in a video, too, years ago.
Oh,
but
yes,
in 2008, he was cleared. So today, to do a little research for coming on this show, I decide, oh, I'm going to look up. Because he's denying, R. Kelly's denying that it was him in that video, too. So, like, he doesn't think Bill Cosby did anything. He's not even admitting that he did anything.
Yeah.
And I pulled up that video of him today. It's R. Kelly. And
It's clearly
Very clearly
I don't
R.
think
Kelly.
anyone even...
So I don't know how he wasn't found guilty back then, but what I do hate is his argument about, doesn't think Bill Cosby did anything. Because he's like, and it was a long time ago. You're like,
well, that's not a good
That's
argument.
the excuse.
Right.
Well, the Holocaust was a while ago, and slavery was a while ago, but that's not an excuse for, oh, really bad things happened, but, oh, it was a really long time ago.
Right.
Not
but that is a lot of people's excuse in saying, why didn't these women come forward?
Why did it take
happened?
him so long?
But
probably embarrassed, probably like I've said before, like he was the most beloved man,
one of the most
in America.
powerful
So
people.
somebody comes forward and goes, Bill Cosby did this to me, you're going to be laughed away.
Yeah.
Until years later, and you finally have the courage to do it, and then other girls are like, well, I believe her because the same thing happened to me. Well, I believe her because it happened to me too.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, there's power in numbers. But who's going to come forward back then? Who would have even believed them? They would have been, poo-pooed.
Right. My question would be, is this the kind of support Bill Cosby wants?
No, I think it's like, oh, R. Kelly.
Oh, good.
I was hoping it was going to be like the Pope or something.
Right, somebody that's also beloved, like Tom Hanks comes out in support of Bill Cosby, and you're like, phew, that's a good one. But yeah, I got R. Kelly on my side. Right. Awesome. Yeah, not great news.
We're still talking about Sarah Palin from yesterday. Made a big announcement. Well, she's now getting some mixed reactions on that big endorsement of Donald Trump. Check out the cover of the New York Daily News.
Hey, I have a shirt that says that.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm with Stupid. It was a mind-boggling speech. This cover, by the way, says "Hate minds think alike." But I found this when Palin talks. She uses so many of her colloquialisms, and sometimes
she has her regular zingers, and she pulled them all out yesterday.
Right, but then I lose track of what
it was
you don't know
talking about.
What happens too is that because SNL and Tina Fey has made that so, I look at this right now, what you guys are looking at, and I feel like I'm watching SNL.
Right, she's a parody of herself.
Your brain just goes there when she's like, oh, geez, oh, yeah, sure, you betcha, drill, baby, drill. And you're just like, is she real? I just see Tina Fey. And then the jacket is very distracting as well.
Oh, yes.
I mean, maybe you wear that to an evening cocktail party.
They look like bullets.
Well, which I guess would be appropriate for Sarah Palin. She's like, I could shoot a wolf and coyotes with all these right here. It's all right here. But I think that jacket looks great if you're on ecstasy. Or
Dynasty.
Or LSD. Or Dynasty.
Oh, Dynasty.
Right.
Ecstasy
Where you're like,
and
wow,
Dynasty.
that jacket is fascinating.
That sounds like a good show. Ecstasy and Dynasty.
Yes.
Are you listening?
Let me just write that down before we move on. No, listen, but she has some controversy of her own because on the same day that she came out and endorsed Donald Trump, her son, Track, got into a little bit of trouble, domestic dispute accusation.
Military guy was married, divorced I think at 23, he ended up getting divorced. Now he's got a new girlfriend who the day before she came out and endorsed Donald Trump, he was arrested for domestic violence.
Right.
He was also drunk. I think he was double the legal limit. So whatever he was drinking, he was double the legal limit. And then his girlfriend, had a bruise above her eye and something hurt on her knee. And then he was arrested for that. But now Sarah Palin's saying that's all because of
PTSD.
She suggested that it was PTSD.
Right.
She seemed to blame post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD for
which, and I'm not saying that it's not, but I don't like the excuse like I cheated on my wife. I'm a sex addict. I got to go to rehab. Oh, I got pulled over for drunk driving. I got to go to rehab. You know what I mean? Like you can't. Not to say that he doesn't have that, but I don't know that you jump to that really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that you can't really dispute that.
I know we were talking about you can't. I mean,
no, exactly.
It's possible.
Of course.
It's really possible. If he was a war veteran and he really
course.
dealt with all those issues, who's to say that he's not dealing with some serious problems?
What you can dispute is woundedness is not a word, and I heard her say that.
Woundedness.
Woundedness.
Maybe in Alaska it is.
Yeah.
Maybe they up there It is. We don't know. In Los Angeles, it's not.
Often
Right,
on
you're
this
right.
show, I feel woundedness
It's true.
many times.
It's true. Inflictedness. You can watch Dish Nation weeknights at 6:30 and 11:30 right here on Fox 11. That's where Heidi hangs out. Also on the Heidi and Frank Show, 95.5 KLOS. Live every weekday morning, 6 to 10 a.m.
So I leave here. I go to bed.
Oh.
I get
and
up.
you turn around.
Do it all over
Do you
again.
just not take any makeup off?
Yeah,
You just,
I sleep like this.
Sleep like
You
this. and
skipped a
then-
couple of steps.
Yes.
You skipped glass of wine.
Bottle of wine, Bobby.
bottle.
Oh.
Bottle. Helps you go to bed at 8:30, I find.
Oh, girl after my own
Bottle of
heart.
Chardonnay, and I'm out like a light.
Yeah. It's the best ambient.
I'm trying to cut back.